Welcome back. Today's conversation I'm addressing the young people, young boys and girls who just come out of college, beginning their corporate career. It also addresses people who have just changed jobs, moved into a new place. It's applicable to both. What I'm going to share today is three do's and one don't. Absolutely critical to set the foundation of your future career. Absolutely critical. Three do's, one don't. Let's jump into it. The first one I want to talk about, it's true for not just beginners, it's true for everyone. And if I was to prioritize among all the four, this one would be the number one. And that is ethics. We learn our ethics. What is ethics? We learn our ethics from our values, from our parents, our teachers who taught us in childhood. But over the period of time, it gets diluted by other external forces. People we meet, some glamorous friends that we ape, movies, social media. It dilutes us a little bit, and it's very important we look at that and see what we need to unlearn and take it out of our strategy. Each organization you go through will have their own training programs about ethics. They will have you go through what is okay and not okay. But beyond all that, the best way in my mind is to look at what your parents taught you as a child. Just keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of temptations on the way. There is going to be people telling you that this is okay within the organization or outside and things like that. Just remember, if you have a choice to make between ethics and anything else, say performance, choose only ethics. Only ethics. Okay? And if it gets difficult to resist temptation, one of the things which I tried and might be useful to you, to just close your eyes and think of your parents at that moment. Trust me, the temptation will go away. So number one, ethics. The number two is what I normally like to call as outwork. Outwork means working more than anybody else in that office where you just joined. Who can stop you from working harder, longer? Nobody. Okay, that's one thing. You don't need too much skill, too much knowledge, nothing. You just work hard, work harder than everybody around. Is that difficult? Yeah, you need to sacrifice maybe a little bit of your personal time, but that's okay. Just for a few years. Outwork. And I've seen a lot of successful people at the start of their career worked like a monster. They just work long hours, weekends, outwork. It's very, very simple. Everyone can do it. No special training. But very few people do it. So the second one, outwork. Outwork. Let's go to the third do. The third do is what I call as absorb. Okay? What otherwise we say learn. Learn like a sponge. Just soak in. When you're new, just soak in. Learn everything around which you see. There is a culture. Every organization has its culture. Soak in that culture. Soak in. There are processes you need to know. Okay, so learn those processes quickly. And finally, you will find there are skills you need to do your particular job. If you're a sales guy, you need to do sales, you need to have that skill. But soak in all this like as if you were a sponge. I use the word sponge because sponge has this great property that it just soaks in. It doesn't sit there and think. Just soak. So you soak everything in. Okay. So let me just reiterate the 3 do's again. Ethics, absorb, and the third one is outwork. Now let's go to the one don't do. This don't do is very important, and I can tell you it's pretty annoying for people. Okay, and that is that I see a lot of young people wanting to be recognized in a hurry. They just want to show that they are good, and of course they are good, but you don't have to be in a hurry to show that you're good. I see, and you notice them. You know there's people. There are people who want to talk a lot in meetings, and they're new. They are 6 months into the company. Okay, so they just want to make the presence felt. Please don't be in a hurry. You have next 40 years. Okay, this is not the time to show how good you are to the world. This is the time to learn, absorb, integrate. It's extremely annoying. It's a no-no. Let me just summarize these 4 things for you. 3 do's. Ethics. Be ethical, that's number 1. Basic, non-compromise. Number 2, outwork everyone. Number 3, learn and absorb like a sponge. And you don't be in a hurry to show people how good you are. It will happen. People will see. People will recognize. So that's it for today. Let's meet again next weekend. Bye-bye.